It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, next on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we welcome you to week one of a new NFL season. And partner, no waiting around for either of these teams. We are jumping right into the season with an AFC West rivalry game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
And so much attention on the AFC West as we head into this season. Both of these teams fought their way to winning records last year, and the division was tough then. Very similar teams. Remember, Las Vegas snuck into the playoffs at 10-7. Los Angeles just left out at 9-8, and they had that winner-take-all game to finish it in Week 18 last year. We know that every win's going to be crucial, especially in this division. Let's get this one going. Partner, I know you're ready to go.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the second time in his career while coming out of one of the toughest divisions in football.
Right to the air is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, now Carr. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On first down, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 44, Herbert throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of the big shots downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, Parker. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. To the air again, Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught on the slant. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Double barrel. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that gauntlet, and you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return, Carter. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
All start. Offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Powering forward. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Herbert back to the air. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Herbert caught on a slant. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages, and you got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Some defense in this one is a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second and 9 from the 44. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes Carter. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin week 1 with an absolute barn burner. 2 teams with plans on being back here in February. Kansas City and Arizona from the side of Super Bowl 57, Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. A touchdown run for James Conner. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game. for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. 22nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down is Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second and 12, Carr.
Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's third and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Here's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Herbert back to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
8 yards on the kickoff. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Hopkins with the extra point. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. So now a 13-play drive in total. And winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. One, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert now. This is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Donald Parham from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and go. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joey Bosa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 28.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Returns to the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That last catch, a big one. It puts him officially right at 300 yards receiving. An amazing performance we're witnessing. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To the air again, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive is in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown, Chargers. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came through. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
We'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Gets this to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Carr finding Waller. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. It's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And it's 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there in this game?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned